Hey guys, so today I'm in Salt Lake City, and even though it's winter time, I still wanted to do these filming locations now because I have all day, and so it would be a waste of day if I didn't go out and do something. But the reason I was kind of weary on doing it was because things are going to look even more different because it's winter time, so you're not going to see the trees full, and it'll make some of the locations look even more different. Either way, I decided that I'm not going to waste my day and bring you guys along. And check this out. It's Squint! Oh my god, how cool is that? So I found this mural online and I had to show it to you guys. But it's so convenient because it's actually at a filming location. So you already know. We're going to start the filming locations of the Sandlot. That's right. So we're gonna start the filming locations of the Sandlot, guys. Isn't this a great mural? Let me get closer. So the artist's name, I gotta look him up. I'll tell you guys in a minute what his name is. So I don't see his name anywhere. Definitely gotta look it up. But isn't that gorgeous? That is so well done. And it's actually at a filming location. This is right behind Vincent Drug, which you guys know in that filming location. It's where they would buy their baseballs, bazookas, where Squint sees Wendy, Peppercorn, and a few more other scenes. So it's actually, yeah, so you actually see this building. I think they're like sitting right here during that scene, but I'll go over the front. I have to go to the front of because this is the back of Vincent Drug, so I'm gonna go around. There's a fence right here, so you can't really just go this way. You kind of have to go around the whole thing, but I had to come and show you this first. So cool. Before I forget, the artist's name is I Am Detour, spelled D-E-T-O-U-R. You can find him on Instagram. I believe he's also on YouTube. There's a video of him painting this on YouTube. But anyways, I just wanted to give a shout out to I Am Detour because this is amazing. Great job. And we love it. So I did start at Vincent Drug, but this is really where the movie opens up, right behind me. After you see one of the baseball fields and the kids are playing, then the credits are still going and you'll see kind of an aerial shot facing that way. And you see a lot of kids walking, and eventually you'll see Benny and Ham. Ham goes off that way. His house, I believe, is over here. I gotta double check. And then Benny goes that way. I think this is his house over here. And then right behind me is Small's house. And you see a U-Haul truck, and Smalls or Scotty just moved in. And so he's grabbing some stuff out. And yeah, so cool. It looks pretty much the same. A lot of the houses look a little differently, but for the most part, it looks the same. Uh-oh, there is a big dog somewhere. Causing a commotion, I guess. But this is so cool. Like I was saying, this is where the movie opens up after the baseball field, and you can still see the credits on the screen, and then you see kids walking towards the camera, and then they start walking towards our house, and then Benny and Ham are walking up. They split. Ham goes to his house, which is right there. Benny goes over here, and you can actually see that rock formation as he's walking towards his house, which is incredible. That this house pretty much still looks the same. I think the paint job is a little different, but this one looks very similar. That one looks pretty much the same too, and then eventually you'll get a glimpse of Scotty's house. And this house, it was pink in the movie. I remember that much. And there was something on the window which you can still see them. Like, I don't know what those are, but it's like, looks like crisscross. I don't know what you call that. You can still see the number of the house, which is in the movie 1556, which I don't want to get too close and bother anybody. But a lot of scenes filmed here with Scotty and his stepdad, the boys at some point. I know that there's a scene when Ham comes out of his house when there's like something going on out here. I can't remember, but wow, this is so cool. And it looks very similar, like I said, to when it did back then. Wow, 30 years ago. Actually, one very sweet scene for me that I ended up crying watching the movie again was when Benny sees Small sitting on the steps of his house, and you know, he invites him to go play, and he's like, I don't have a glove, and he throws him one, and he gets all excited and he yells at his mom that he's going to go play. But that all happened right there too. Oh, that scene. I don't know why, but it makes me cry. But I just wanted to point that scene out. I'm trying to remember everything else that filmed here before I take off, but the opening scene alone is so cool because you get to see all the houses right away. So, all right, I guess I'll take off. Another scene I'm going to point out is when Small's dad goes on vacation and they're talking out here. You can clearly see the number of the house at some point when her mom comes out. But, you know, he tells him to be a good boy and take care of the house and stuff. But that was another scene that I remember that filmed here. But anyways, that'll be it for that one, for this one here. And I'm gonna go try to find all the other leaks. Oh, by the way, another thing, right before I came here, I did go to the opening credits, like the first baseball field that you see the kids playing on, but school had just let out, and I didn't want to, you know, look like a creep with a bunch of kids around and holding a phone. So I decided to leave. I'll post a little video of me in the parking lot. Okay, so in this school right here, this is called Nibley Park School. Yeah, Nibley Park School. This is where they shot the opening scenes when they're playing, someone's playing baseball. And it's shot in the school somewhere, and school just let out, and I don't feel comfortable walking around with a camera because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, what are you doing here? So I'm just documenting that I came, but I don't think I want to walk around. I couldn't see the baseball field from the parking lot. I believe it was probably towards the back, so I'm gonna leave that one out. All right, guys, so now I am in front of Vincent Drug, and as you can see, the sign, the poor sign, is barely even there anymore. But this place has been around for a very long time. I believe the 1900s. I'll double check and I'll write it down if I'm wrong. But because it's been around for so long, that's why, you know, that's happening. But either way, this was the drugstore that the kids came all the time. This is where they bought the baseball. This is where Squint sees Wendy. I mean, classic. But the first time we see the drugstore is from across the street from here, and the angle is showing the sign, and they only show it for like, I don't know, a couple seconds, and then that's the end of that. And then the third time we see it, well, the second time is behind, like I showed you guys before, and then the third time is when Squint and Yaya, I guess they came to buy a baseball, and they come out right through those doors. There is a horsey, one of those like coin horses, and there's a mom standing right next to it and her son, and he's on the little horsey, and they come out, and I believe what's his name, Squint stops like right about here, and that's when he looks over this direction behind me and notices the beautiful Wendy Peppercorn, and he's just like, wow, jeez Louise, jeez. And then he takes off his glasses and he, like, you know, you know, cleans him on his shirt, and then he puts him back on, and he just can't believe it's her. And then he points, and he's like, Wendy Peppercorn. And we see her on this side over here walking in slow motion. And at first we see her like it's like a long angle, and then the next one is a close-up shot of her. But this is where it all happened. For me, that's one of the most memorable scenes of the Vincent drug. And I think we see it a few more times because they have to come back and buy a baseball when poor Smalls loses his stepdad's baseball. So they come back for that. And we see them coming in and out. We never see them inside. It's always them coming out or talking out front. So the first time you see Vincent drug is from across the street where I am right now, where you can notice this building. Where you can notice this building right here. It used to read Vincent drug right there. Fortunately, that's gone, and you can clearly see the sign. These trees were not there, so everything was like perfection. And we say perfection without trees, but when it comes to movies, you want to get a clear view of the buildings and stuff. But yeah, the first time you see it is from across the street, like right here. And one thing you can notice still that's here, although that sign is gone, the Vincent drug there, is this fountain and cosmetics. You clearly see that in some of the shots when the kids come in and out of the store. And as you can see up here, the sign is fully intact versus the other side when I showed it to you the first time. So that's pretty cool that at least you got the other side still looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this place. I don't know if they're still open. Doesn't seem like they are. Oh no, it's completely vacant in there. Oh, that's sad. I didn't know that they went out of business, if that's the case, but at least the building's still here. Hopefully it stays out here. Yeah, it's so cool. So right back here, right behind Vincent drug, this is the second time we see the drugstore, and this is when the kids are all sitting out here. They're like on trash bins and stuff, sitting right here, and they're all talking, and Ham gets up and he starts talking about, you know, he has something in his mouth and he's saying, I'm the great Bambino, and they're all like, what? And they can't understand what he's saying. So they're talking. You can see this apartment building in the background. Back then it was white, and there was a Coca-Cola sign right here. And then eventually Benny and Smalls comes from this direction. I believe there was a fence right here. You can also see a woman and a child going through these doors. So I guess this was another way to get into Vincent drug. And when they come, they're still talking about the great Bambino, and of course Smalls has no idea who that is. So when Ham gets up and he's like, what? The camera angle kind of changes, and you kind of see more of the apartment building. Sometimes you see it up close, and he's just like, what? And all the kids are like, how do you not know? And they all start naming nicknames for the great Bambino. And then eventually he just lies, and he's like, oh yeah, I thought you said, you know, Bambi. So yeah, that all happened right here. And then eventually Benny introduces all the kids to Smalls. But that all happened right here, guys. So cool. And what's really cool is that I saw a Coca-Cola sign on the other side over here. I'm going to show it to you guys, but I thought that was really cool. But yep, that all happened here. One thing I was noticing, when there's a close-up of Squints looking at Wendy as she's walking next to him, next to him, you can see this wall. They do a really close-up shot of him, and you can see this brick wall behind him. And as she is walking in slow motion, you notice these windows right back there. It's what I believe is these windows. This building was, I think it was white, but you do see these windows behind her at some point. They do like a really close shot of her as she's walking in slow motion. But I don't remember where she goes from there. I think she crosses the street. Okay, and another scene I can remember is from this location is when the scene opens up and they show the sign up close like this. And they pan down and the kids come out. And again, you can see the sign here and the camera follows them. And I believe they go off walking this way. I'm sure I'm not doing it right, but it's a really quick shot of them walking. And then they go off this way, which I won't be able to actually do because of the fence. And then on this wall right here, there was a mural of a dog. Don't ask me what it said because I kind of forgot right now. But yeah, there was a mural right there. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I just wanted to show that as well. Before I head back to the car, I wanted to show you guys this mural. This is really pretty. Look at this. Sorry. I don't know what the artist is. I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't remember seeing this on his wall. Oh my god, it's so cool. There's even a bird right there. Oh, sorry. It's so hard for me to get this. Alright, sorry. Oh yeah, there's several birds. This is really pretty. Wow. Alright. Oh, there's the artist. Here we go. Chauncey Leopardi and Sarah. I just ruined those names. Oh, and there's another mural over there. They're everywhere around here. Oh, there's another cool one over there. What does it say? Focus on the good. Oh, that's so cool. Love all the murals. Yeah, but there's another one. Oh, look at that one. That's so pretty. It's all over. Oh, stepping in mud. So pretty. But this one is really cool. A positive message. Focus on the good. There it is. It's nice. Oh boy. Oh my god, what did I just step on? Okay. And then the artist name, it just says 1440 right there. So here's the Coca-Cola sign I was telling you guys about as I'm reaching my rental car. You don't see those anymore, huh? And there's another mural over there. There's a ton actually around here. All right, let's keep it moving. Vintage stuff, I love vintage stuff. So when it's 150 degrees outside, you gotta call it quits, right? You can't play baseball, it's too hot. So where do you go? The pool. That's right, guys. Right now I'm at the location where they filmed the pool scene with Squints and his little stunt that he pulled. But as you can see, it's closed. Obviously, it's winter. They're not going to have this thing open. And it looks like a lot of changes have been made here. I don't remember ever seeing this at all. But when the scene opens, it's an aerial shot that you get from high above, and you see the entire pool. And then next you see is Ham walking and strutting and, hey, sexy. Hey, cutie. And then he does this whole thing, and then he screams and he yells out, cannonball! When he jumps in the pool. And then from there, they show the kids inside swimming and whatnot. I'm gonna go around this way. I feel like you can probably see it better over here. Excuse me. So they show the kids swimming, and then next is when, then they give you the reason why, that it wasn't just because it was hot. The only reason they came swimming was because Miss Wendy Peppercorn is the lifeguard. And her lifeguard stand, oh wow, wait a minute. Looks like they built another pool. I think that pool all the way at the end was where Wendy was. And she was actually on that side by those windows over there, by that building. So let me see how long I'm going to be able to show this, because yeah, I don't remember seeing two pools. It was just the one big pool, and it's the one that's closer to that building over there. But anyways, so they show Wendy on her stand, and then eventually Squints gets up, and you know what he does. And I'll show you guys every spot where after, you know, he gets CPR and he kisses her. I'll show you where they run off to. Well, actually, she kicks them out, and then I'll show you which way they run. Yeah, it looks like they've built a lot more over here. By the way, this is called Lauren Farr Community Pool in Ogden, Utah. So I drove about, I don't know, like 45 minutes from Salt Lake City or so. So yeah, there you can see it right there. Lauren Farr Community Pool. This is going to be the best angle I'm going to be able to show you guys through here. So her stand, would have been over to the right, I believe, around here, because you do see behind her like a tower, and I believe the tower that you see behind her is this one right here. This one right here. So she has to have been sitting on this side over here. So yeah, and then when Ham is walking around the pool, he's walking around over here. Sorry, it's really hard for me to put my hand through here and point at the same time, but yeah, it would have been like right over here that Squint was walking. So cool. And then you do see this right here when the kids are running. I'm gonna look at the movie real quick and make sure I get everything right after that, but I just wanted to at least show you the building from this side. So a few more things I'm noticing when I'm watching. When Squint jumps, he actually jumps from this, over here there's a, what do you call it? Like the dive board over here. You see it right here to the, right here? That's where he jumps off, and the kids run from, they're like swimming over here, and they run this way. You can actually notice this building a few times behind them. But yeah, they run this way to go check him, because he jumps from right here and there. And you can actually notice a lot of things on this building when you're watching the movie. Like that little vent right there. I think it's a vent. I can't really tell, but it still looks pretty much the same. But I just wanted to point out that there's the dive board. Is that what you call it? Dive board? But it's right there. That's the one he jumps off, I'm pretty sure. So cool.
Played ball all day, all night, rain, shine, tidal wave, whatever. Baseball was the only thing he cared about. But of all the things we ever did besides baseball, going to the pool was what he tolerated best. Even though none of us had ever seen a Playboy magazine, which we constantly lied about.
Okay. Somebody just let me in, so this way I can show you guys a little closer everything. Try not to fall. You know what? I'm gonna go this way because I don't want to go through the grass, or through the snow, I mean. Okay. So obviously these are not the ones that they used in the movie. Her seat was like bluish. Here we go. Now you can see the pool better. Let me see. Let me try to hurry, because he just let me in real quick. You see? Look at this. So her stand, like I was saying before, would have been right over here. It was right here. And then you notice there's that tower that you can see behind her. I think it's that right there. And then one of these dive boards are the ones that he jumped off. So CPR took place right here. And then this is when Squint over here. Dang it, I think I'm gonna have to go through. Darn it. I'm gonna have to make my way down somehow. I'm just gonna go for it. Should I? All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. Trying to hurry because he was nice enough to let me in. Okay, so right here. This is where he was. The camera angle is first right here. And then you see him from behind the fence. Oh my God, I can't believe I got in here. Thank you. I wish I had someone to take my picture now, but that would be the angle. Oh, and I almost forgot. This is when Ham was walking. He comes from over here and he starts walking this way. And I think the girls were laying right here, all the ladies. So when he jumps right here. But now you can see the pool a little better. So freaking amazing. So right behind me, this is where Wendy kicks the boys out. It actually came from this exit right here, and they go off running this way, and you'll see the front of the building, and then they go off to the side over there. They first grab all their things over here, and then they run off over to the side, I believe, and that's when Squints kind of holds on to the fence, and he's looking pretty sad, and I guess he's feeling pretty bad about himself and what he did. And then eventually Wendy smiles at him and he feels better and he runs off. So I'll run that whole scene with you guys. Okay, so this is where Wendy kicks all of them out, but she's holding on to Squint by his arm, and she grabs him and throws him, and he kind of falls like right here on the grass, which as you can see on the snow today. But yeah, this is where he kind of falls, and then they all of them go running off this way, and they grab their things. Like all of the things were like right over here. And then the next scene, I believe, shot over here. So it kind of goes from here and it cuts to the next scene. So I'm gonna have to make my way back over there. And this is where the sign also was in the movie, and it was Vista Valley Park Community Pool. Hopefully I got that name right, but this is where the kids grab their things. Okay, so the next scene is right here. You got Ham and Squints, and Ham is asking him, he's like, did you plan that? He said, of course I did. I've been planning that for years. And then they run off going this way, but Squint comes up to the fence, and he holds on to the fence, and the angle is from the inside looking at him, so the camera would have been inside the fence looking at him, and then the other angle changes and he's standing right here. Wait, maybe he's over here, because you can see the window and you can see Wendy. Try not to fall over here. Anyway, so I think he's right here, because you can see one of these windows, and Wendy's back on her stand, and that's when she smiles at him, and he smiles back and runs off. And they run off this way. And by the way, this was all grass back then. This wasn't, a road. I guess this was grass back then. And if you hear water, that's because there is like a small river here. I think it's what it is. But anyways, pretty cool. And now I'm just going to take some comparison shots for Instagram, which you guys better go follow me on there. Leslie Love Film Locations. So here's the scene that I forgot to mention that also filmed at the pool. The dog chase goes all the way to the pool. As you can see, there's where I was. And then you see them running right past the building and down the stairs. The same area as before, and I totally forgot to mention that. That was awesome. So one thing, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but instead of this, there used to be a slide right there. The guy that I guess works for the city or something, I don't know, but he's here to let somebody in, he said. He told me that used to be a slide. And then, yeah, that second pool was built a couple years ago. Okay, guys, so now I'm at the Little League where the boys play against the bullies, the rich boys. And there's the dugouts right there. You can't really see them too much, but you can see the mountains in the background. You can clearly see them in the movie. The sign over here looks a little different to me. Pretty sure that they added stuff for the movie, but this is the field. So there's a little closer shot of it. You can kind of see right there the innings, but there's the mountains. You can see them a little bit. Sorry, there's a guy walking playing music right behind me. But here it is. And then the sign's over here, which I don't think that's the same sign. Pretty sure it's not. And right here you can see a little better. They all took turns pitching, and they all pretty much hit the ball. And so you see every single one of them hitting the ball and then running to the bases. I can clearly see the mountains over here. So pretty. So cool. And then, like I was saying, that definitely was not the sign. And then there was all these kind of like signs all around the fence and stuff. I was trying to look at them real quickly, but there you have it. Okay, next I'm going to the Sandlot. And unfortunately, I'm going to say this now because I'm not going to be there very long. The neighbors, especially the owner that owns the property, because the Sandlot is in the middle of houses all around, and one of them owns the property. He does not allow visitors. He doesn't like it. So I may not even get out of the car. I'll just kind of show you guys the area a little bit. There is one opening from between two houses. You can kind of see it a little bit, but not too much. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath because it's so cold. Okay, so we're gonna head to the Sandlot real quick, and then I think I have 2 more spots after that. Okay, so in between these houses here, there's not much that I can show you guys, but this is where the Sandlot is, which is insane because it doesn't look anything like it these days. It looks very, very different. Here, I'll probably get off for like a little bit. Hold on. Oh, there's a cute little white bunny. Oh, look, that looks like, what do they wrote there? The Great Bambino. What? Who did that? Oh my god, that's so cool. So this is it. This is the Sandlot right here. That's all that you're gonna get to see from it. I don't know who did that over there, but that's so cool. How freaking cool. This is it, guys. I suggest going on YouTube and looking at other videos, better videos of this, because this is all you're gonna be able to see. I think, yeah, Adam the Woo talked to one of these neighbors here, and they let them on their backyard, so he was able to get a good video. So I recommend go seeing his video. Okay, I had a really hard time finding this location. I'm still not sure I'm in the right spot, but I think this is the alley where the dog chases Benny. I'm just not entirely sure because the address sent me to a wrong location. I don't know. I mean, this kind of looks like it. There is a fence on the left in one of the pictures that I found. I'm just really not sure if this is the right spot. Hopefully I'm right, because I still have one more spot and it's getting dark. I think this is it. I think the dog chases Benny down this direction here, and then the kids come off from this side here. I just looked at the pictures again, and I do see this curve and this fence right here and these two houses right here. So I'm just hoping that I'm right. It got dark on me, so this is the last location. The last one took me forever to find, but this is where Benny runs into when he's being chased by the beast. You can notice these two windows, and there was like an awning in front of the door here. Sorry, there's a bunch of kids around, but this is the spot, even though it's dark, and I'm sorry about that. So the angle is more this way right here when he's running in. The angle's over here. I'm so sorry because I got all these kids here. But yeah, the angle was actually right here. Sorry about that. Those kids were playing, and I can't tell them to be quiet, but I wanted to. Anyways, so sorry about that. This last location before this took me forever to find it. And this one was very, very, very close to the last one, which makes a lot of sense that he actually ran from those two spots, because they're really, really close. But anyways, that'll be it for this video, guys. I'm so sorry that this last location turned out to be a bust. Well, because it's late now and now you can't see anything, but that's it. I got it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. All right, so I am back at my hotel room. As you can see, I ate something, I showered, and now I'm ready to talk about my day, which didn't start out great. I had a little trouble with my car rental situation this morning, and I almost thought that I wasn't going to be able to get a car, but thankfully everything went well. And then the other thing was, I almost didn't want to do the Sandlot today. I kind of wanted to wait during the summertime to do it, only because all the comparison pictures that I've seen for this movie are during that time of year, and it just looks so much better, when the trees are full and the grass is green. It just makes the atmosphere look so much prettier, for your shots. But I can't complain because things went pretty well, especially at the pool. I did not expect to run into that guy and that he let me inside the pool, so that was awesome. So I feel like when things like that happen, you need to embrace them and be happy and be thankful that things worked out. So I'm glad I went today. The only thing that I'm still kind of upset about is daylight savings time. That kind of messed up a few of my locations towards the end. Since I had such a hard time finding one of them, I took way too much time trying to track it down. The address that I found online I don't know, my GPS just did not read it, and it sent me to the wrong place. And after that, the sun was setting, and by the time I made it to the last location where all those kids were screaming, it was way too dark. So hopefully I've done a good job with the editing, trying to fix those two a little bit. But yeah, it gets a little tough during this time of year because you're constantly trying to fight daylight, with, the daylight. Can't even speak. But yeah, I do want to come back to Salt Lake City because there's a few other locations that I want to do. One of them, I want to do it with my niece because there's this movie that she loves, and I would love to do it with her. So hopefully her and I can coordinate our schedules, and I can get her out here. And yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank you guys so much for all the likes, for all your comments, your patience. I know I don't put out a lot of videos. My goal is to hopefully, I don't know, somehow do better so that I can get more subscribers and more views and make more money so that I could do this more often, because that's the only way that I'll be able to, if I make a little more money to do it. But yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys love this video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I don't know if I said that already. If not, here's my Instagram. And that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.